Azure Content Delivery Network, Azure CDN, allow an organization to deliver content that requires significant bandwidth with a minimum amount of latency to clients all across the world. I am Muhammad Saad. I am cloud architect. I hope to join with me this journey. This model explains what Azure CDN does and how it's work, and when you should choose to use Azure CDN as a solution to meet your organization need. So let's start. Let's start with what's mean for Azure Content Delivery Network, Azure CDN. First one point will be talked about distribution network. Azure CDN is distribution network of the servers that is used to cache and store content that can be accessed by computer requested around the world, and also for geographic distance. Geographic distance between a website user and the server hosted in the site can be a major contributor to latency. Second will be minimum latency. Azure CDN servers are in locations that are close to end users to minimize latency, rather than retrieve a large file from a single location that might be in another content. So here, let's talk in this diagram for Azure CDN. First thing, Azure CDN allow a client to request that content to retrieve from the location to which they have the lowest latency and the highest bandwidth connection. And if you see the screen for Azure CDN, the server's locations that hosted in content repository are referred to POP, which is called point to present. And also, Azure uses CDN transparent users of the site. And Azure CDN also can accelerate dynamic content which cannot be cached by using virus network optimization using CDN BOP. For example, route optimization to bypass BGP protocol. So the questions here, the benefits for CDN if we're working on. So first one will be better performance. Better performance and some smooth user experience with large of streams files. Then will be improve result. Improve results with applications that require multiple around trip and display contents. Then will be a great scaling. Greater scaling, uh, especially with rapidly spikes load, such as a global launch event, and also for reduced traffic. Reduced traffic, it's original servers in over the world. So the questions here, if anyone working on Azure CDN, so we'll be ask ourselves, what is the benefits of using Azure CDN to website? So first one, as we mentioned, for better performance and improve user experience for the user, especially when using application in which multiple around trip are required to load content. Then will be a large scaling to better handling in the same time and high loads such as the start of product launched event. Then will be distributed of user requests and serving content directly from edge server so that the less traffic is sent to original server. So let's jump here with Azure CDN offer the some of features. Some of feature will be first one will be dynamic site acceleration. Speed up to delivery of dynamic files. Also will be HTTP custom domain support. Enable encryption connection to custom domains such as, for example, your company www.x.com, and also for Azure diagnosis logs. By view core analyst information and send data to Azure Storage Account or Azure Event Hub or Azure Log Analytics Workspace. And also will be here file compressions will be increased performance by reduce the number of bytes in transit. And the last one will be geo filters. Geo filter, it's a great rules on your CDN endpoint that use a specific path to allow or block content in select countries.